Here is the full rundown then. Row 1, Dinesh Uriarte Ramastorfer rode out yesterday after battling for that 4th place. He will be bouncing back this morning, hope. Sullivan Mounty and Lucas Brown both crashed out yesterday but back on the grid today. They're third.
Lights go out and a clean start from everybody. Again, Morelli gets it moving well from the middle of the second row. Is he going to be in the leading trio going into the first corner? But it's Hakim Danish who has the advantage over Brian Uriarte.
And there it is. Actually make the move stick at all, but it is Dinesh with about a bike length through into first position. Uriarte trying to go with, and this is where it all went wrong for many riders yesterday. There's Christian Daniel Jr. round the outside in turn 4. He's moving up a couple of spots, then it's straight we come.
He is. His 9th place is going down the back straight. So, absolutely superb stuff. But it is Hakim Danish that leads on the number 13 from Brian Uriarte.
You'll never meet a more mild-mannered rider than Hakim Danish, but look at him slide it into great stuff from the Aussie.
Veda Ega Pratama up to 7th place already from 15th on the grid.
Absolutely cracking. What a lad he is. Absolutely love watching him ride. Indonesia, you've really got a superstar in the making, haven't you? Morelli looks up the inside. Your man, Veda Pratama.
Right, they come through the sweeping right-handers. This is where Pratama did that passing on the leading duo yesterday. He's there. It'll be hard on the brakes now to the final left-hander and out onto the start.
If you were to ask me that at the start of the season, who do I think are going to be the run for the win this year? Those top 6, Dinesh, Uriarte, Morelli, Pugliese, Thompson and Pratama. These are the riders I'm watching for victories this year, and this is the order that we're seeing now.
Just a battle between 2 or 3 of them at the front.
And Pratama scythed his way through on the Australian of Thompson into into turn 2 there, moving up into 5th position now.
And as I said, Carter Thompson said that I failed to go with Pratama.
Fernandez, what a debut he had yesterday, finishing up in 6th position. Cracking stuff from another rider who came through the selection event at the end of last year.
Well, and Pratama is now up into 3rd place. Oh my goodness, it took him half a lap.
Push wide and bogged down through a couple of corners there. He's now got Christian Daniel Jr. for company as well, whose form has really come on in to start his 2nd year in Rookies Cup 2.
Right, so 13 laps remaining. As big a gap as we saw any time yesterday over Brian Uriarte. Brian won't want to see that get too far extended. Hard on the brakes.
This is absolutely classic, though, from Rookies Cup. Race 2, and they've all done... Can't let him get away again, can we? Goodness me.
And Hakim said he wasn't planning to change the motorcycle. He said the motorcycle was great. He said, I am just going to push a bit harder tomorrow. And we're already seeing that at the end of lap 2.
So then...
And the fastest lap of the race so far.
Yeah, really, really good stuff. Very impressive from that young Spaniard right there.
Right, so Uriarte has his sights set on the...
Wow, and now he goes up into 4th.
Oh, that made me jump.
Yeah. Not lost too much speed. If anything, he really made Carter Thompson properly sit up and lose a bit of speed down there as Fernandez now moves up into 3rd.
Well, he's going for it, isn't it? Absolutely. Presumably he knows his way round here, being a Spanish hit.
Who's the number 7? Who are you, mate?
Well, and it's what he said in the pre-show, didn't he? You know, we have new guys coming. You don't know how good they're going to be. They're chosen from the selection event for a reason, and we're now seeing what that reason is.
Yeah, exactly. He's really coming on. He had a great race yesterday to finish up 7th spot. He's only 2 seconds off the lead at the moment. He's on the back of this group pretty well at the moment. So keep your eye on the Japanese rider.
And already the tone of this race, a huge group. How many is it, in fact? It's like 15 guys, 14, 15 guys, all seen as the front group.
Yeah, pretty well, pretty well. So if you're outside of the front group, basically you're going to get no points. And there's Fernandez again up the inside, 49.7. That's not too far off what we were doing yesterday. Fernandez with a 49.2. Well, that's half a second quicker than Dinesh on that last lap. So these cooler conditions, it is faster than it was.
Things apparently at the moment, and this group just absolutely all over each other. Superb stuff.
Well, tension rising then, 11 laps to go, and oh, Fernandez, a big twitch there.
And he's gone from 2nd to
3rd on the grid. He's 9th now, just on the back of this proper... I guess this is the lead group now, the top 9 or so, but you've got chasers just a second or so back, led by Gonzalez, the number 11.
Yeah, and it's great to see Carter Thompson there in 5th, you know, a race at the front. And let's see, he's with them now. Can he live up to what he said yesterday?
These are 2 riders who really do need Rookies Cup. You know, they turn up and race this as sort of their final option to try and make it in the Grand Prix world, and it's great to see riders like...
And so much in the 3 years. This is his 3rd year in Rookies Cup. You know, he was quick from day 1 in Rookies Cup,
yeah.
But it wasn't predictable, it wasn't reliable, and he knows that that is the biggest thing he had to change this year. He won a race last year, and he knows...
Riders, it does take 3 years to make that real big step, doesn't it? So you certainly, Malaysia hopes to see Danish in the Moto3 World Championship going forward as their next potential Grand Prix hero, and he's really doing the business now. Someone's down there into turn 5. I think it was Gonzalez, the number 11. It is, unfortunately, rider OK.
Yeah, good to see that. He's obviously furious with himself. I think it was somebody else involved, because somebody else ran wide at the same time.
Been, yeah, I think it was Ramersdorfer because he went wide.
Right, but he obviously got away with it.
A few places.
Okay, and that's just broken up that group a bit. Ramersdorfer in 11th place.
Meanwhile, we have Pratama up in the get out of town, mate.
Get out of the way, you know.
Get out of it. Can't actually say what an Aussie probably would say, to be honest, as we get taken off air, but...
Yeah, there you go. Right. Still very nicely, very smooth overtaking manoeuvre to take the lead for Brian Uriarte. Oh, sorry, I know Veda Pratama. I do beg your pardon. Veda Pratama it was who did the outbreaking manoeuvre to take the lead. Veda Pratama leads now with Hakim Denish. Brian Uriarte in third.
The tenths or so, but I would say if you're likes of Morelli, keep an eye on someone like him and Fernandez, because although these guys look very strong out front, clearly the others don't want to use up too much tyre. Still a very long race to go at the moment. No one's out of this.
And the race today, but he's now been repassed for the lead position.
Oh, who's gone down there? Uriarte's down. He got bumped off and bumped out into the gravel. I'm not quite sure who that was. It could have been. Well, I'm not going to guess until we see a...
Oh, there he's going to try and get it back on track. But,
who was that? It was Fernandez. He won't thank his fellow compatriot there, will he? Not one bit. I mean, he was right up the inside. Brian went a little bit wide. Fernandez squirts.
Oh, yeah. Brian was coming line, and someone has taken the opportunity to go up the inside.
Cheeky, but was it naughty? That'll be the question for race direction. And was it too naughty? There we go. So, well, Fernandez certainly benefits from that. He's in third place then. He's got Morelli for company. Thompson.
Absolutely superb stuff.
Zen Mitani watch, number 34, up into 9th now, so he's on the back of this group.
8 laps to go, and it'll be interesting to see
just now, but he's cruising, Peter. I think he's I think that's curtains for his race at the moment.
Well, that's right. There's still 21 riders plus 23 riders. He's the 23rd rider, so, you know, he's...
him. But this is what we say about Rookies Cup. There are no foregone conclusions. Might well be the favourite, but all it takes is one move from another rider and bump off he goes. You can see how bent his handlebar is.
Yeah, that's right. It's hanging down the side of the fairing. I'm surprised he's even got full steering lock on it. He might be lucky enough to get some points.
Down the back straight he comes then, but it's all, yeah, completely all over the place, isn't it? Oh, there we go, irresponsible riding. So Fernandez has got a long lap penalty. That'll put him a little bit out the running. So really enforce good riding etiquette at this age, don't you? I mean, obviously it's the most important race of their lives at the moment. However, you know, it's not the end of the world if you don't win a race because you're doing a bit of
only got a few laps to do that. Let's hope he's taking a notice of his of the screen in front of him, of the lights on his screen and on the boards that he's being shown at the start and finish.
There is a big neon yellow. There's 2, in fact. 3 laps to actually complete it. Otherwise, they are failing to comply and they get given another one.
Right, OK, so now we have Veda Pratama that leading. He's been unable to break away. As I said, he was thinking of making perhaps some change to the motorcycle in there, didn't he? Yeah, absolutely superb stuff.
Got to give a shout out as well to Christian Daniel Jr. just off the back of this group then. So he really, it's a tall order to regroup after a mistake that cost him and another rider their race yesterday. So, yeah, really...
You know, relaxing, not easing off at the moment, and let's see whether he does go for that long lap penalty. He's coming down to the section now at the end of the lap. So it still is the 54 Veda Pratama that leads. Will Benyat Fernandez...
It's the key, and it's always very dirty there as well, isn't it?
Yeah,
so
very...
Did he touch the green? He... That'll be the key, so yeah, well done for him for getting it done. So he's just off the back of this group. That's the number 24, Guillaume Plomb, who's another rider, back for a 3rd year, I think, and having a...
Straight there. He's obviously pushing very hard to get back on terms. It is possible, with 6 laps to go, that he can still win this race.
Totally. There is Alejandro Fernandez, running around at the moment in 22nd.
White as a sheep there in practice on Friday. Obviously not well at all. And superb to see her actually finish the race yesterday. OK, so back with the leaders then. It is Veda Pratama, the 54.
Oh, long lap penalty for Benyat Fernandez.
He looked as though he'd been sleeping for a few laps, but he's certainly not sleeping now because the Argentine...
Oh, who's down? Veda! Veda's gone down. Oh, goodness me. So that's two of the top 3 yesterday. And I didn't...
Today?
Well, yes, certainly not. It looked like he certainly thinks someone impacted his corner and took him out, but... It didn't look like he just lost the rear.
What an incredible, as you say, reversal of fortunes from yesterday.
And look at this now then. So you got in up the inside. Oh, no, yeah, Thompson touched him as it turned in there, but...
That poor... You know, you could see that you have to watch that 2 or 3 times to get any feeling of really.
Oh, it's ragged. So think he needs to settle down a bit. Another long lap penalty coming his way. Yeah, the balls are still out, so he's not done it this lap. So he's going to have to do it. Not done it last lap, so he'll have to do it this one now.
Yeah, I just hope he realises.
Lap penalty then. So Stuart, race direction gone, no, you can't do that then, so fair enough. Well, it is all drama, Peter. I mean, you've got riders here, though, who've never seen a podium in Rookies' Cup before. You know, when it's there, you really want it, lad.
Sure.
Yeah, well, that will leave Christian Daniel Jr. in the fight for the podium as well. This is absolutely... Well, it's drama all over the place, Peter. We said yesterday was so clean. Today, not.
Yeah, it's desperately hard to keep track of them. So, well, I mean, he'll end up with a time penalty at the end of the race if he doesn't take anything. Up the inside is Hakim Danish for 13.
Interestingly enough, sorry, Peter, is that Thompson's been given a long lap penalty for causing a crash specifically.
My goodness gracious me. Well, as I said yesterday, you know, rider coach Danny Revolta was saying he was trying to tell the guys, look, calm down. He had the feeling going into the race yesterday that they're all too many of them. Problems today. Hakim Danish on the 13. Whoa. Superb stuff at the end of the straight. Nice bit of late braking. Carter Thompson is up there. He also passed Morelli into second place. I wonder if he's realised that he's got to serve that long lap penalty. No, we don't need it, do we? You know, we've seen so much superb Rookies Cup racing without this. And, you know, I don't think these guys are not going completely mad. They're not charging into the corner with a target on somebody's back or anything. But it just...
just as we look down the order, as Carter Thompson is going in the long lap penalty.
He's put his hand up.
Singapong and Mitani, Asia Talent Cup graduates, 6th and 7th now, but they're going to be even further up because Fernandez still hasn't done his long lap penalty. Goodness me, so that, well...
The perfect long lap penalty, so he's come out of that in 9th place. 3 laps remaining, not a lot of time, but he can get back into a better position, obviously, than he is now. Morelli from Hakim Danish.
Well then, this is soon their second year, as unfortunately another second-year rider, Joel Pons, has crashed out. Unfortunately, he was running, he was running just outside the points, I think, unfortunately for him. But still, yes, Christian Daniel in the...
And practice, qualifying and race yesterday, definitely not what he wanted. This is what he wanted.
Confirmation, and Thompson completed his long lap penalty, all good. So he's up at a 7th now, behind Mitani and Singapore. Really crap. As we turn our attention to Morelli, the number 95, out front, looking rather strong indeed. Will Fernandez, the number 7, finally take his long lap penalty again? He's not. Is he going to? Yep. Yes, he is. He is. He's there to get on the podium now.
It is somewhat we've seen, especially as there's only 2 laps remaining.
But Thompson, fastest lap of the race, a 1:48. We didn't see that in the races yesterday. Well, this late on, certainly.
Isn't it? Because he's absolutely doing a superb job. Not only the fast lap, but his track position now is absolutely great. So he has the possibility to close on these guys, and it's Morelli who has the advantage over Hakim Danish. I'm sure that Hakim said, look, I'm going to go...
Oh, Morelli just
slides it across, yeah.
Oh, that was glorious. You don't normally see that on these low-capacity machines, do you? But that was brilliant.
And Carter Thompson up into a very close 4th place now. Absolutely brilliant.
Is still within a shout of this. Singapore, well, it's the top 5 really at the moment. If they're not messing each other around, Mitani might miss out on a potential podium fight, but I'm so proud of all these guys. What a race some of them have.
Completes the race, completes the lap.
Oh, Christian Daniel Jr. up the inside. He did that yesterday and it did not work out for him, but it did that time. He's moved up into 2nd place, Peter. America! How long has it been since we've said that? America, stand up!
Morelli's tail. Carter Thompson up into 3rd place.
It's the last lap, Peter. It's all going to go off, but Morelli's looking pretty strong out front. Down the back straight is going to be super key. Your runs through turns 4 and then 5 here.
People with a chance of a podium finish.
Absolutely cracking. Here we go. Down towards turn 6. Danish nearly on the grass.
He's on the grass. He is on the grass.
You don't want to do that. Down into turn 6. He still makes the lead.
He lost in Danish, who has it. Now he lost by leading at this point yesterday. Up the inside.
Oh, that's a dive bomb for Christian Daniel. That's a dive bomb.
No, it's Hakim who has it still, but behind him is Carter Thompson. Does he go up?
He's down! 2 riders down! It's Mitani's down, but we'll focus on the front. Danish leads, Thompson, Christian Daniel Jr., Morelli. One of them is not going to finish on the podium. It's going to be heartbreak, Peter. Final corner time. Here we go!
Side by side, all the Hakim Danish can't get out of the slipstream quick enough.
Thompson
Thompson that's going to win it!
He's done it!
And again,
well
Hakim
done!
Danish Danish is second.
And Christian Daniel is on the podium as well.
Marco
What a
Morelli
finish.
fourth.
Oh, Tony just rejoins, it tells us. But Christian Daniel on the podium after crashing out yesterday. Super happy for him. But Carter Thompson, he wins a Rookies Cup race. How long has it been since we've seen an Australian on top?
Yeah. That is winning from a long lap penalty. Fifth from a double long lap penalty.
But Hakim Danish, crucially, will be top of the championship.
Right, absolutely. You know, and we said, you know, Hakim Danish can win a race.
Documentary as well as we look at Christian Daniel via the YouTube channel Big Time, documenting the road to MotoGP in its entirety. And Christian Daniel's the case study, and you